We're here in Wyoming, Mark James, with Mark James, and 20-year bow guide, starting in Colorado, now up here in Wyoming. And we wanted to show some post-mortem shots of a new broadhead that we wanted to try. Mark's done a lot of investigation on trying to find the perfect broadhead, and through some research, he located Mr. Schleif up with Alaskan Bowhunter.
Garrett Ned Schleif up at AlaskaBowhunting.com.
And we, anyways, he turned Mark on to him. Mark said, "Let me give him a whirl." And Mark looked at him and said, "By gosh, let's test them here in Wyoming on elk, see how they do." And he talked me into, or he didn't have to talk me into anything. He recommended them. I got them, and we kind of wanted to go over what happened with this broadhead and the damage that it did do and can do. I'm excited about it. I'm from Texas, and I know what it'll do on whitetail if it'll do it on elk. So anyways, Mark, we wanted to video this because we actually couldn't believe it ourselves. This bull was hit on his left side. That's the entry. This is the entry location here, and it, obviously exited, total pass through on the other side. There's an 8-yard shot, passed through. We found the arrow 38 yards on the other side of the bull, and for whatever reason the fletching was in place. We've been sitting here looking at this and studying it, trying to figure out how in the world, but anyways, Mark.
Yeah, it's not just amazing that it split the rib, but that it did do a complete pass-through and continued to fly that 38 yards that we measured. So, as the Ashby reports showed on Garrett's website, this thing indeed went in, and when it hit the rib, it twisted and blew this wide open, enabling the fletching to make clean passage through that rib, through both lungs, out the other side, and keep flying. Fletching totally intact, absolutely stunning. There's other broadheads that are probably pretty good, but a regular broadhead would have probably just, at best, split that, and this fletching would have been stripped off there, at least in part. So we're pretty thrilled about this single bevel technology that Ed and Garrett have designed and perfected. It did line up with the Ashby reports. We were sold on that, but the actual first field test that we've done on Wyoming elk is spectacular. And we've got several more friends all over that are hunting, all the way from here to British Columbia this week and next week. We're going to be testing this some more here in Wyoming, and hopefully we'll continue with these reports. I'm shooting a heavier setup myself. This is a 100 grain, spectacular. I'm shooting a 290 grain Nanook, designed the same way, but of course much heavier. So whatever this did, I'm sure the Nanook with the 710 grain setup will do even more. By the way, this was done with a 60-pound Matthews compound bow. So not necessarily a whole lot of poundage and a whole lot of speed, still absolutely sufficient.
That's the 100 grain broadhead.
100 grain broadhead. What's the weight of your arrow? About
the size three something.
3.9. Yeah, under 400 grains. So it's not even a real heavy arrow, but the broadhead performed flawlessly. Very clean kill. Elk never knew he was hit. Walked away 65 yards, was it?
Yep.
And he expired on his feet. Fell over. Real clean kill. Beautiful. Really thrilled with the performance of the Maasai broadhead by Alaska Bowhunting.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.